If you have been wondering why Sindh suddenly exploded into the India-Pakistan conversation again, it's because Defence Minister Rajnath Singh dropped a line that's now echoing loudly across the subcontinent. Speaking at a Sindhi community event in New Delhi, he said that borders can change and that Sindh might one day return to India. He credited this idea to senior BJP leader L.K. Advani, who was born in Sindh before partition.
आज सिंध की भूमि मेरे बहनों भाइयों यह भारत का हिस्सा भले ही न हो लेकिन सभ्यतागत रूप से सिंध हमेशा भारत का हिस्सा रहेगा और जहां तक जमीन की बात है तो बॉर्डर्स तो बदल सकते हैं क्या पता कल को सिंध भारत में फिर से वापस आ जाए.
Now, in any other context, this would sound like nostalgia. But in today's climate, with tensions sky high after India's Operation Sindoor, launched in response to the Pahalgam terror attack, Islamabad was never going to take this lightly. Pakistan immediately condemned the remark as delusional, dangerous and revisionist. And just like that, the debate over Sindh's history and identity was back in the spotlight. So how did Sindh become part of Pakistan? And why does India still feel a deep cultural connection to it? Sindh today is one of Pakistan's most important provinces. Karachi, its capital, is Pakistan's financial hub. Historically though, Sindh sits at the heart of the Indus Valley Civilization. Mohenjo-daro, Amre, Kot Diji, some of the oldest urban settlements in human history. For millennia, Sindh has been ruled by everyone from the Persians and Greeks to the Mauryas, Scythians, Mughals, and finally the British. And at its center is the Indus River, a waterway worshipped by generations of Hindus and respected by Muslims alike. The link with India isn't just historical, it's civilisational. Rajnath Singh reminded the audience that many Sindhi Hindus, especially those like L.K. Advani who migrated during partition, still consider Sindh their homeland. The emotional bond never really broke. In 1930, All India Muslim League leader Muhammad Iqbal proposed that Muslim-majority regions, including Sindh, should form a separate nation. Sindh had already pushed for administrative autonomy, breaking away from the Bombay province in 1936. By 1943, its provincial assembly became the first to formally endorse the creation of Pakistan. So when British India was partitioned in 1947, Sindh joined Pakistan and saw major demographic shifts. Hindu traders and families in cities like Karachi were attacked, looted or intimidated. With violence spreading, nearly 1 million Sindhi Hindus fled to India starting from scratch in refugee camps across Bombay, Pune, Ahmedabad and Ajmer. Their story of rebuilding remains one of the lesser told chapters of partition. Meanwhile, Sindh itself became part of West Pakistan from 1955 to 1970 before being re-established as a separate province. Fast forward to today, and Rajnath Singh's remarks have been welcomed by some Sindhi nationalist leaders in Pakistan itself. Shahi Barfat of the GI Sindh Muttahida Mahaz praised India's statement as a ray of hope. He accused Pakistan's Punjabi-dominated establishment of exploiting Sindh's resources, altering the province's demographics and violently suppressing Sindhi political movements. Barfat argues that Sindh's cultural and historical ties have always been with India, not with the Arab-Islamic identity imposed by Pakistan. Pakistan, however, sees things very differently. Islamabad called Rajnath's comments an expansionist Hindutva fantasy and warned India against statements that could destabilize the region. This comes on top of earlier controversies where Rajnath hinted that any Pakistani misadventure near Sir Creek would lead to changes in history and geography. So where does this leave the debate? Rajnath's remarks tap into a deep civilizational narrative, one shared by generations of Sindhi Hindus who were uprooted during partition. But the political reaction underscores the reality. Sindh's identity is not just cultural, it's geopolitical. With India-Pakistan relations at their lowest point in years, even historical references can quickly turn into diplomatic flashpoints. And for now, Sindh remains what it has been for decades, a symbol of shared history, contested memory, and a reminder of just how fragile the India-Pakistan relationship really is. With Farhan Khan, Bureau Report, India Today Global.